Morning,
Good
ladies
morning.
and gentlemen.
Good morning, everyone. We're going to start the hearing now. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our March 25th, 2025 Code Enforcement Board hearing. If there's anyone who wishes to speak at today's, ma'am, if there's anyone who wishes to speak at today's proceedings, please stand and raise your right hand. Jose,
Guys, what's going on?
do you swear and affirm to tell the truth at today's proceedings? Thank you. You all may be seated. At this time, please silence all of your devices. And if you must speak to one another, please go out in the hallway. The hearing is being recorded, and it picks up like every little thing. So please go in the hallway and speak. Thank you. Board.
Yes. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Terry Nolan. I am the chairman of the Code Enforcement Board. I just want you to know we are all up here as volunteers. So if you have a problem, if you'd like to be on the boards, contact your council person and they'll be able to help you. With that, I'll introduce our board. In first position down there is our attorney, Kimberly Curry-Smith. The next is Jackie Shaw. Raise your hand. Okay. Third is, oh, she's not there. That's Aretha. Fourth, Alexander Schneider. No. And Carlos Lang. Okay. Donald K. Kearney.
Present. Hello. Good morning.
Vice Chair. And Justin Beecham.
Good morning.
And let's see here, it's Carlos Lang. August Pujos. There. So, let's go.
One moment before we get started. Mr. August, if you don't mind, can you sit next to Carlos? Because this is the one for the inspectors when they present cases. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Terry, and welcome Jackie and welcome August, new members. Our first case is on page 19, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez, property address 1700 Northeast 57th Street, owner Hulda E. Iglesias Gonzalez, case number BE 24060003. This case was first heard on 1/28/25, to comply by 3/25/25, one section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. Notice posted at the property on 2/28/25, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 3/11/25.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. This case is not in compliance. The city is requesting at this time a 56-day extension, and I'm going to let the owner speak.
All right, so we need to...
Tell us your name, please.
My name is Hulda Iglesias. I'm the owner for 1700
Thank you.
Turn the mic on.
Okay, perfect. So we need to get a new architect for the fence because the previous architect, when we built the fence, he disappeared. So we need to get a new architect to get the new plans the city was requesting. But this new architect wants a new permit to bid on. So we have to avoid the previous permit to get a new permit on. Now we got the new permit on the city and we're just waiting for approval.
Alex Schneider, move for a 63-day extension.
No, 56.
Oh, I think it's 63.
63 days.
63.
Second? Who's second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? It passes 63 days.
Numbers are 63 and 119.
Okay, Terry, can you repeat the motion, please?
The motion was to give them a 63 days extension.
I mean, but who did
Oh,
it?
me, Alex Schneider.
Alex made the motion and who seconded?
Yours truly, Don Carney.
Okay, thank you. And just can we do that after each case, just so we'll know? Thank you. Our next case is on page 20, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez, property address 1333 Northeast First Ave, owner Jonathan Edward Brates. Notice posted at the property on 3325, posted at 1 East Royal Boulevard, 31125. This case was first heard on 12825 to comply by 32525. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. Case number BE 24070060.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. Case is not in compliance. The permit have been applied and are in review. I'm going to let the respondent speak.
So the drawings are currently
Sir,
under...
could you tell us your name and your
Yep.
deal with the property?
Yep, my name is Jonathan Brates. I'm the property owner. The drawings are currently under engineering review, and I'm waiting on approval for the permit. So I just would like an extension.
63-day extension.
Okay.
Don Carney, I move to grant the owner a 63-day extension.
Carlos Lang, second it.
Second. Okay. So, yes, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It passes 63 days. 63.
Our next case is a new business case, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez, property address 1716 Northeast 15th Ave, owner Stella Amador, case number BE 24080086. Notice posted at the property on 3325, posted at 1 East Royal Boulevard, 31125.
What page is that?
I'm sorry, page 8. At the bottom.
What's the number again?
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, presenting cases as read. This building has been illegally altered and construction work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to: bathroom and kitchen renovation, electric car charger, and a gazebo that is already removed. The city will request 119 days to comply or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
Hello, my name is Stella Amador. I'm the property owner at 1716 Northeast 15th Avenue. Permits have been submitted, and we are just waiting. It's going to take some time.
Has there been any communication with the city?
Yes.
Okay.
Alex Schneider, I'll move for the 119-day extension.
Second.
Oh, yeah, sorry. And actually, hold on. I move that we fine for the city and the violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owner to come into compliance by July 22nd, 2025, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Second.
Say your name.
Justin.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Any opposed? It passes.
Our next case is on page 6, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez, property address 940 Southwest 28th Street, case number BE 24050117, owner Curliston L. Vargman. Notice posted at the property on 22825, posted at 1 East Royal Boulevard, 31125. This is a new business case. Okay, we're not going to call this case. They left. Those respondents left. We're moving on. Page 2, Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti, property address 5120 Northeast 26th Ave. Oh, okay. Case number BE 24070285. Owner Carmen Liz and Daniel J. Quintala. Notice posted at the property on 22825. Notice posted at 1 East Royal Boulevard on 31125. This is a new business case. Sir?
Good morning. Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. The property has been cited under Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1 for work without permit. A structure and the PVC fence built on the dock. The case was opened in July 22nd, 2024. Inspection report was mailed on July 29, 2024. Final notice was mailed on August 22nd, 2024. And notice of hearing was mailed on January 10th, 2024. The case is not complied, but there are permits in process, and we have a contract with Mr. Paul. We are asking the board to find that the violation exists to grant the property owner 119 days to come in compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter. I will let the respondent to speak.
Good morning, Bill Hamill for 5120 26th Avenue. Just want to let you all know the roof structure has been removed by the owner and it's no longer there, so that's gone. The permit for the fence is in process at the city and we're waiting for the permit to be issued. So it's just a PVC fence that has been there, but I don't think it had a permit. So for our code case, we have to get a permit and we're in the process. It should be approved at any time.
Yeah, 119.
My name is Justin Beecham, and I move that we find for the city and the violations exist as alleged, and that we order property owners to come into compliance by, was it?
July 22nd.
119.
119?
Yes.
Okay, what's the date of that?
July 22nd.
The day,
By July 22nd,
yes.
or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Alex Schneider, I'll second the motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes. You have
Thank you.
119 days.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 15, Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti, property address 3410 Southwest 16th Street. Have a neighbor here for that? Case number BE 2407-0170. Owner, Antonia Lupara Keenan, homestead exempted, Francis Keenan Jr. Notice posted at the property on 2/26/25, posted at 1 East Royal Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Good morning. My name is,
The inspector was talking.
oh, sorry.
No problems.
Hold your horses. Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. The case is not complied. I will let the respondent to speak.
Good morning. My name is Antonia Lupari Keenan. I am the owner of 3410 Southwest 16th Street in Fort Lauderdale. This closing was the garage. I had it I had a window put and a wall put because I was having issues with rodents from the abandoned building next door, or the abandoned home. And I also had a driveway put in. The contractor assured me he was going to he was pulling a permit. He did not pull the permit, and I didn't know that until after I got the first violation. I have been in close contact with him. He was supposed to come on the first time, before all of you, assured me that it was extended. Then I got the next notices, and I have been in contact with him. Apparently, he's been in the hospital with congestive heart failure, and the story goes on. He said by Tuesday next week he will have the permit. And if he doesn't, I would like to proceed further with his
The city doesn't oppose to 63 days extension
Yeah, that's even a
and
lot.
stop the fines.
Carlos Lang, I move for a 63-day extension.
I just had one question. Have you been in touch with the inspector
This morning, yes.
this morning? So
Yes.
yeah, stay in touch with the inspector and keep him updated.
Most
'cause he's gonna be your
definitely
best
will.
resource. Yeah.
Most definitely will.
And I'm Alex Schneider. I'll second the 63-day extension.
Thank you so much. And thank you
All
for your
those in-
service.
Thank you.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It passes, 63 days.
Thank you.
Who seconded that one?
Alex Schneider.
Thank you, Alex. Our next case is on page 21. One moment. Yes, page 21. Inspector Andrew Gebbia, property address 2610 East Marina Bay Drive, owner, Falls at Marina Bay LP, case number BE 24020193. Notice posted at the property on 2/27/25, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 7/30/24 to comply by 9/24/24. One section at $100 per day, order recorded, not complied. The city is requesting to impose fines of $5,500, which continues to accrue. There is one extension noted. This is a Massey hearing.
Good morning, Andrew Gebbia, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case and address as read. This property was cited for violation under FBC 105.1, work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner but not limited to sliding glass door replacement in Unit 506. This case has not complied. The city is requesting the code board to find that these violations exist and to impose the fines accrued. I will allow the respondent to speak.
Hi, good morning. Warren Friedman from Friedman Sklar on behalf of the property owner. I'm their attorney. We've run into some issues because the property manager left the employ of the owner. She resigned recently, and we've been working to gather the information that she's been on this issue to deal with this violation and the fines. What I've been able to gather to date is that the owner has retained a contractor, and they're in the process of addressing this issue. I discussed the issue this morning with Mr. Gebbia, and we'd respectfully request a 60-day extension to deal with this problem and resolve the issue to the satisfaction of this board. Thank you.
Okay, question, is this something that can be resolved in 63 days?
No, it's going to be a little more time than 63 days. I think the next one would be,
119.
yeah, 119.
What do you guys think?
I mean, where's the you said you hired a contractor, right?
The owner's hired a contractor.
I mean, this
yes.
is not rocket science. It's a simple permit for a sliding glass door. The fact that you've blown this off since July, that's not cool, man. February 24? Oh, so a whole year, man. So, I mean,
Okay, go to Massey.
I find, Don Carn, like to make a motion that we assess fines of $5,500 as requested by the city.
Justin Beecham, second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, you have 119 days.
An ATF, the door is installed already. So if they took the stickers off the door, the NOAs, then they have to backtrack and find that wherever they bought the door from.
Place, we're working with the contractor. We will be diligent in resolving this issue, but it's difficult when someone has been handling it and then they leave. Someone has to pick up the pieces, and that's what we're doing now. And I can assure you that this owner owns a lot of properties in the city. They will be diligent in addressing this issue.
Well, it's already gone. We've already voted on it. It's going to the Massey, so you'll have to see them at Massey Court.
This is a Massey.
Well, yeah, well, they go to.
Oh, and so do we need to give them an extension on compliance at this point? Or is that it?
Well,
So I think I can be of assistance.
Yeah, please.
For the record, Rana Montoya Hassan with the City Attorney's Office. As the chair has indicated, you all have already voted. If it's coming back as a Massey, in effect, the property owner will have that time to come into compliance. Oh, this is a Massey, I'm sorry. So they need to come into compliance. Once they come into compliance, they can request lien amnesty. And that's how it goes, doesn't it?
So it's done and it's going to
It's
Massey.
done, right, you've already voted, and, right, they just need to comply as quickly as they can. Once they're in full compliance, they can apply for lien amnesty.
Again, this is not rocket science. A contractor should have permits. It's an after-the-fact permit. I mean, you should have this wrapped up within a few days' time, man. I mean, this is not complicated. It's a single sliding glass door. So, I mean,
Get it done and talk to your inspector. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next case is on page 24, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez. Property address 1617 Southwest 5th Street. Owner Broward Luxury Properties LLC, case number BE 24040208. Notice posted at the property on 2/25/25. Notice posted at 1 Eastboro Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 9/24/24 to comply by 1/28/25. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. The city is requesting to impose fines of $2,750, which continues to accrue. This is a Massey hearing.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. Case is not in compliance. I'm going to let the respondent speak.
Yeah, my name is Limay Gonzalez, and on behalf of the owner of the property, of Atlantian, we are ready to meet all the permits. We are only waiting for the final approval on 2 of those.
The city is requesting a 63-day extension and for fines to be stopped.
for fines to be what?
Stopped.
Stopped. Okay.
Hold on, question to the city. So the owner's making progress in getting this resolved, correct?
Yes, permits have been submitted.
So he's working with you, we're all
Yes.
good on that? All right, then I make a motion to stop the fines and give the owner a 63-day extension on compliance. Oh, Don Carney.
Justin Beecham, I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 63 days.
Okay, thank you so much.
Our next case is on page 17, Inspector Jorge Martinez. Property address 301 Southwest 2nd Street. Owner 1129 Van Brunt LLC, 129 Van Brunt GP LLC, and all others. Case number BE 231-00214. Notice posted at the property on 3/5/25. Posted at 1 Eastboro Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 9/24/24 to comply by 3/25/25. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. Case is not in compliance. I'm going to let the respondent speak.
My name is Kevin Berman on behalf of the owner of 301 Southwest 2nd Street. I have the contractor here who's applied for the permit with historic approval. I believe it's a permit?
No. So,
go ahead, you can speak.
Originally
What's your
we
name?
got Luigi Coloma. I'm the contractor over here for 301 Southwest 2nd Street. Originally we had applied for the permit because they put these planters outside and we got a violation for them. Historical denied it. We submitted the, completely forgot what form is, the ABHS, like the historical, this whole other thing under zoning and planning. So we submitted that, thought we were on the historical review for the last meeting, but we didn't meet that deadline. And since we just had to resubmit this entire package, we'll be on the historical review meeting for May 5th. Sorry.
Is this right here? Is this, where's this property? It's Chemistry?
Yeah, Chemistry.
2 blocks
Gotcha.
down. Right.
Yeah, I think we put a longer extension last time.
Yeah.
because there was gonna be these issues.
Right.
What is the city?
The city won't oppose to a 63-day extension.
Would you agree? I think I'm gonna go for a longer one. Do you think that makes sense? Since they're gonna have to go to what is the
So
historic board again?
Before you do, so you're having issues with the Historical Society for approval?
I'm sorry, I didn't.
You said the Historical Society has to approve it?
Yes.
Okay.
So we just submitted everything for them to put us in review in that board meeting that they have every month.
When is
Okay.
so their next meeting is
Yeah.
within the month?
So May 5th, we're on that.
And do you
docket.
expect any issues with the new approval, with the new submissions?
No, not with anything we submitted. We did it all right. This is the second time I'm submitting the historical for it. It's the first time it didn't go around.
Right.
I'll tell them one thing.
So, good.
Oh, so I've been in contact with Trisha from Historical. She's one that's been guiding us to pretty much submit it this way and then get it in front of the board so they could actually see our point of view from it, rather than just saying we put up a fence around the property, because that's not what was done there.
Alex Schneider, I'll move for a 119-day extension.
Justin Beecham, second.
All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? You have 119 days.
You're up next, Jorge. Our next case is on page 16. Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez, property address 139 Southwest 21st Way. Case number BE 23090199. Owner, Janet Then. Notice posted at the property on 2/25/25, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 7/30/24 to comply by 9/24/24. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. There are 2 extensions noted.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. Case is not in compliance. The owner is really working on trying to comply. I'm going to let respondent speak.
Good morning. My name is Janet. I'm the homeowner. I've been in contact with, continuous contact with Inspector Martinez, and actually out of 20 points, we are only 1 left to close, and it's because it's been rejected a couple of times. The architect is providing something that doesn't quite get accepted, and it's about a window. So Friday, he spoke with Mr. Noel Zamora and promised to have that done today, yesterday, Monday, and I actually even came here yesterday, been thinking that it was yesterday, the meeting. So we are working very close to just to resolve that last point, and hopefully you can grant me a couple of days more to do that.
The city will request a 63-day extension.
Carlos Lang, I move for a 63-day extension.
Thank you.
Alex Schneider, I'll second.
Thank you.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 62 days.
Our next case is on page 13. Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti, property address 1315 Southwest 22nd Terrace. Owner, William Joseph Cooper III, Keturah Nicole Smalls. Case number BE 24040142. Notice posted at the property on 2/25/25, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 9/24/24 to comply by 1/28/25. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. There is 1 extension noted.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. This case is not complied. I will let the respondent to speak.
I'm William Cooper. I'm the owner of the property. We're making progress towards this. I initially submitted one permit that was the wrong type, had to resubmit everything. And I have the correct permit application now. And it was just updated a few days ago, and the city requested additional electrical and plumbing plans, which I have since submitted. And we are, believe pretty getting closer on this. And with one more extension, I should be in compliance.
Okay, the city doesn't oppose 63 days extension and stop the fines.
Carlos Lang, I move for a 63-day extension.
Alex Schneider, I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 63 days.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No fine.
My apologies. Moving on to page 4, Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti, property address 231 Southwest 23rd Street. Owner Marilyn Ann Forrester, homestead exempted Milton Forrester. Case number BE 24080250. Notice posted at the property on 22625, posted at 1 East Royal Boulevard, 31125. This is a new business case. 231 Southwest 23rd Street, page 4 at the top.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. I received the case from email regarding this property. This property has been cited under Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1 for construction work without permit, and City Ordinance 47-19.2.a for structures in the backyard. The case was opened on August 20th, 2024. Inspection report was mailed on August 22nd, 2024. Final notice was mailed on September 27, 2024. Notice of hearing was mailed on December 12, 2024. The case is not compliant, no permit. At this time, there are permits in process. We have in contact with the property owner, and we are asking the board to find the violation exists to grant the property owner 119 days to come in compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter. I will let the respondent to speak.
My name is Milton Forrester. I'm the owner of 231 Southwest 23rd Street. I realized that I built as a state roofing contractor all these sheds. I'm guilty of that. And guess, I tore 5 down. I got rid of all of them. I even tore the deck down around the jacuzzi so we could avoid all the other problems. I tried to get a permit for the last shed that I left up there. But seems that my anchors and all that stuff, they wanted me to get an engineer and run me through the hoops, which I'm not gonna do. So what I did, on that permit, I applied for another shed. They want to offer me a 10 by 10. I said, nope, I don't want it. I want a 10 by 20. I got enough land to do it. So we got the permit, we purchased the shed, and now I'm waiting for the shed to be delivered with the permit, and then I will remove the last stuff out of the shed that I still have existing there, and then we'll be on our way, and then I'll tear it down. But I need about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, because I'm 70 years old, and I have to tear this down myself. But I'm like, keep in mind, I've tore down 5.
Okay.
I took them all out.
Okay.
The guy said, I don't want to see nothing but grass back there. So I'm
You
doing the
will
best I
have-
can.
You will have the 119 days to compliance.
I have what now?
We've got to vote on that, though.
Sorry?
We've got to vote on
I can't hear him.
So you're suggesting 119?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll hear a motion.
Justin Beecham, I move that we find that the violations was not complied with by the date ordered. I'm sorry. I move that we find for the city and the violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owner to come into compliance by July 22nd, 2025, or fine of $50 per day per violation would be imposed and recorded.
Carlos Lang, second.
Right.
Now, how long are you gonna give me to tear this other shed down?
1 second, sir.
119 days.
How many?
119 days.
That's good. That's good enough.
You're going to have till July 22nd to come into compliance.
Yeah, I've had a lot of stuff back there.
No,
30
just
30
stay,
years.
stay, thank you for tearing down those sheds and compliance. Just stay in communications with the inspector that you're working along, and you'll be okay.
That's right.
Okay.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you
You're
very
on
much.
19 days.
Have a wonderful day.
Our next case is on page 3, Senior Inspector Jose Setagusti. Property address 4831 Northwest 9th Terrace. Owner Kesley Sterling, Sinvictor Sedelia Sterling. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Case number BE 2407-0360. Notice posted at the property on 2/4/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This is a new business case.
New business.
Hi. My name is Cecilia
Wait,
Sterling.
hold on.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. This property has been cited under Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1 for work without permit for carport conversion. The case was opened on July 25th, 2024. Inspection report was mailed on July 25th, 2024. Final notice was mailed on October 22nd, 2024, and notice of hearing was mailed on December 22nd, 2024. The case is not compliant. There are permits in process. We have been in contact with the property owner. We are asking the board to find that the violation exists, to grant the property owner 119 days to come in compliance, or a fine of $50 per day thereafter. I will let the respondent to speak.
Good morning. My name is Cecilia Sterling St. Victor. I buy the house like that you saw, but the wood has beginning to mess up. I try to fix it. That's why I don't know if I have to take the permit for that. They asked me now, they asked me to make homeowner permit. I did, but it never done. That's why the inspector asked me to take a contractor. That's why I am to help me.
I'm Frank Smith, the architect. The owner brought me in to see what we could do to fix what was there. I didn't see any good way to fix it, so we're going to take it out, and I'm doing a new design for her to satisfy everything.
Could you guys silence your phone?
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. So, so the only way I saw to take care of her situation, because the previous owner had done some bad work that really couldn't be fixed. So I've come up with a design that will do what the enclosure did before, and we're in the process of completing the plan, submitting it for processing.
Hold on, question to clarify. So the permit you're going to apply for would be permitting the enclosure, correct? You're not going to reconvert it back to a carport?
Right, correct, yes. Yeah, it's, we'll clean out what's there, not salvageable, and just do it properly with, all the bells and whistles.
Thanks for clarifying.
Suggestion?
Yeah, 119 days or $50 per day thereafter.
Don Carney, I move that we fine for the city and the violation exists as alleged, and we order the property owners to come into compliance by July 22nd, 2025, or a fine in the amount of $50 per day per violation would be imposed and recorded.
Carlos Lang, I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 119 days.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 20. Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez, property address 208 Southwest 21st Way. Owner Taylor Gonzalez, case number BE 24080077. Notice posted at the property on 2/28/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 9/24/24 to comply by 1/28/25. 2 sections at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. There is 1 extension noted.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. Case is not in compliance. I'm going to let the respondent speak.
Good morning. My name is Luis Gonzalez, and I'm helping Taylor Gonzalez with this situation. He had quite a few violations, and I've rolled them up into, we're basically down to 3 master permits. The 1 structural permit for the bathrooms and kitchens is now just waiting a mini split to get. I've gotten the approval on electrical, structural, and plumbing. The other one is that the driveway in the backyard was paved, not paved, but cemented. We just got access to that permit. It was on a different contractor, and we had to do a change of contractor. We just got that, and then it had a locked note. We just got the locked note. So now we know what we need to do that. We're hiring a contractor for that because there's a right-of-way that needs to be fixed, and there's measurements and calculations of cement that needs to be taken out. So that's all being done. And the last one is a master permit for a shed that I think I did wrong, and they think it's somebody's living in it, and they're not, so they've asked for some flood information. So those are the 3 items. I think we're very, very close to getting all the permits issued so we can start working on the record.
The city won't oppose to a 63-day extension.
Are you saying all the other items are already done, completed?
No, I'm just trying to get all the permits issued, so the permits are not issued at this point.
What about
all the applications are in?
the garage conversion to the in-law quarters?
That is going to be demolished.
Okay.
Or, everything that turned it into that, the plumbing and the electrical and everything, all that's being taken out of.
And the mini split?
The mini split, that's what I'm having a problem with.
Okay.
But the mini split is in the master permit for the bathroom and the renovation of the actual house itself.
And you said you removed the concrete out in the back patio?
We just hired somebody to do the measurements so they could tell us exactly how much to cut out and remove. So it has to be, there's 3 pieces of concrete. There's the backyard, so a lot's gonna have to be cut out of there. The driveway itself, and then the right-of-way. On these streets, the right-of-ways are just rock, and he actually did a cement pad to go onto his driveway, so that needs to be redone.
Okay, do you think you could complete this in 63 days?
Yeah, to get all the permits issued, yes.
Not everything complete in 63 days. You could be honest.
I think it'd be hard.
Okay, so that being said, I move for a 119-day extension.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Second?
Don Carney, second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 119
Thank you.
days.
Okay.
I did. I apologize.
Our next case is on page 22. Senior Inspector Jose. I'm sorry. Page 22, Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti. Property address 709 Southwest 4th Court. Owner, DBAT Investments 4 LLC. Case number BE 231-20059. Notice posted at the property on 2/25/25. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 5/28/24 to comply by 7/30/24. 1 section at $50 per day or to record it not complied. The city is requesting to impose fines of $6,250, which continues to accrue. There are 2 extensions noted.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, updating the case as read. This case is not comply. I will let the respondent to speak.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm requesting an extension.
What's your
and
name?
My name is Adir Davidov. I'm the owner. We are trying to get to compliance. I'm in the city department almost every day, working to finish pulling all the permits. I already have structural approved. I have electrical, landscape, pavement, mechanical, plumbing. Everything is in process. And I'm in contact with Jose. He came to the property a few times in the last month. And that's it. We're just trying to finish up with the permits and get everything in compliance.
The city doesn't oppose 63 days extension and stop the fines and mandatory reappearance.
Thank you.
Questions?
Don Carney, I make a motion that we put a pause on the fines, grant the owner 60-day extension on compliance with the mandatory reappearance at the May 27th, 2025 Code Enforcement Board hearing.
Justin Beecham, second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 63 days.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next case is a new business case on page 2, Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti, property address 2760 Southwest 2nd Court. That case is closed. Sorry, you're right. 2760 Southwest 2nd Court, case number BE 240701885. Owner, Paula Timothy. Notice posted at the property on 2/28/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25.
It says it's closed.
It's the Jose.
Oh, it's the one at the top.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Okay, I got
I
you.
know, I was confused too.
Oh, okay.
It's the one at the top.
Oh.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city presenting the case as read, I received the case for work without permit. The property was cited under Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1 for work without permit, concrete driveway extension. The case was opened on July 15, 2024. Inspection report was mailed on July 17, 2024. Final notice was mailed on August 22, 2024. Notice of hearing was mailed on December 19, 2024. The case is not compliant. There are permits in process, but there are awaiting client reply since October 2024. I have been in contact with the property owner. We are asking the board to find the violation exists and grant the property owner 119 days to come in compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter. I will let the respondent to speak.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Paula Timothy. Mr. Jose contacted me July 17, 2024. That day is the same day I was terminated from Broward General, and I lose my job. And during all of my inspection, the case would close for the 20, and the last inspection I did was in October. But I pushed it through, going through my storm, and we reached to the final for that inspection. That's why that one is closed. June, my husband was in the hospital for COVID. Him and his friend had already planned to do the driveway. His friend came and do the driveway whilst he was in the hospital doing COVID, and we paid $4,000. My husband was going to pull the inspection to do the driveway, but I went through foreclosure, pulling my house back, through 7 deaths of COVID, my husband, my niece, my son, all of them right here. My husband's daughter, we was burying even this year, last year. April 7, my sister, she died with cancer. I took my pension and I pulled the survey for the driveway and I went and see Mr. Tom Phillips at the city of Fort Lauderdale. And he told me I have to take off 20 foot from it for it to pass. It's right here. If y'all go back, I saw Mr. Jose saw it. And I took off 20 foot off of it where I could just have a break. I just need a break. I went through foreclosure. I went through paying $4,000 a month. Now this year I got the city of Fort Lauderdale. I am tired. Imagine you doing 2 jobs and only sleeping an hour on the train going from Palm Beach Lakes to come back down here. I am tired. If y'all want to find me, y'all can find me. If y'all want me to pay y'all $1,000 a month, I will pay y'all. But I am tired. I just want to live. This is all of my debts. I am tired. This is my mortgage payment. It's right here. I am tired. I am tired. God knows I am tired. If you want to charge me, go ahead and charge me. I will pay. But y'all haven't given me a chance to just pay piece by piece. I don't went through this my star.
Ma'am,
Here, take your papers and
ma'am, first of all, sorry for your hardships, and
Yeah.
we're here just to make sure that the process is going along. So,
I just want it resolved today.
what we're going to do, we'll give you.
I have no money to do the driveway no more. I cut a piece of it like they asked me to do it. I did it. I am tired. I just want to live. I am tired. I just trying to enjoy my 4 grandkids. I am tired. Imagine you going to West Palm Beach Lakes. Here it is. West Side Regional. I only make $1,000 every 2 weeks. I am tired. If you want it, I will give it to you all. I went to the mortgage company. God got this storm. You can tell you, I left him a message when I was going through it. But God got it. I am tired. I'm sorry. I am tired. I just want to live. I will never do nothing without pulling no permit. I did the construction. I pulled a permit. I went through the storm. I'm tired.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm on blood pressure medication right now. I'm just 50 years old. I got high blood pressure. Last week I was in the hospital for 3 days. I'm tired.
So,
I just want it in today.
I got a question for the city. So basically, this is just one issue that needs to be wrapped up, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not the end of the world now. You said the permit's waiting a client's reply. Do you know what that issue is exactly that's hung up?
Yes, they need to remove some piece of
And
concrete
this is
nearby.
basically, this is for stormwater drain off, correct? You can't have a concrete on. So basically, all you gotta do is just demo a certain percentage of concrete, certain spot, and it's done. I mean, this is not a costly repair. We're not here to break your back on this. But at this point, you just need to just finish it up, get it in the can, and we'll move on with our lives.
So, ma'am, the one thing that we could do, we could give you some time. Let's see. I move that we find for the city and the violation exists, the alleged, and that the order of the property owner to come to compliance by day 9/23/2005, or fine the amount of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Second.
Justin Beecham, second.
Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? You have 182
I will
days.
just save some money. I just have to pull a permit to redo the
So,
driveway.
so,
That's
so,
the only
so,
way I
ma'am,
can
listen,
fix it.
the board, we understand that you're going through a lot. We're giving you 6 months to come to compliance. If there's any issues, talk to the inspector and they'll work with you. We're here to work with you, okay?
I'm tired. Thank you. I am tired. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Mr. Jose, I'm sorry for calling you 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning, leaving you voice message. I just going through it. I'm tired. Okay? I'm sorry. Thank you.
Our next case is on page 7, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez. Property address 1517 Northwest 4th Ave. Owner, Ara Tree LLC. Case number BE 240703990. Notice posted at the property on 2425. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 31125.
Excuse me, which page?
Page 7 at the bottom.
At the bottom.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, presenting case as read. This building has been illegally altered and construction work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to: 2 shaded structures and the pool deck. The city will request 119 days to comply or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
Good morning. My name is Alex Caramanoglu. This is Reynaldo Perez. We're the owners of the property. So, yeah, if you can give us additional time to comply, we'd appreciate it.
What was your recommendation?
119.
Yeah.
119.
Don Carney, I make a motion that we fine for the city and the violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owners to come into compliance by July 22nd, 2025, or a fine in the amount of $50 per day per violation would be imposed and recorded.
Justin Beecham, second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? You have 119 days.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Our next case is also on page 7, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez. Property address 2601 Southwest 13th Ave. Owner, Alf Heroes LLC. Case number BE 24070087. Notice posted at the property on 22825. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 31125.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, presenting case as read. Property converted from a single family to a duplex without obtaining a certificate of use. Also, 105.1, this building has been illegally altered and construction work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to: remodel of bathroom and kitchen, recessed lights, construction of a new kitchen, and new mini splits. The city will request 119 days to comply or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
Hello, this is Bradley Yacht, attorney for the owner. Pretty much just here requesting an extension. We're working on getting plans to get permitting, and we're also working with the zoning office to get a certificate of use, not for a duplex, but for a single family and an office on the other side. Since it's a legal non-conforming use currently as single family, we need the plans in order to get the use for the office.
Question, Alf Heroes, Alf is a assisted living facility, correct? Just to clarify that.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's like an
connected.
Alf, like the alien Alf from the
Yeah,
80s?
it's- Yeah.
All right, cool.
Your suggestion was
119.
Don Carney, I move that we fine for the city. Violation exists, as alleged, and we order the property owners to come into compliance by July 22nd, 2025, or a fine in the amount of $50 per day per violation would be imposed and recorded.
Justin Beecham, second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Opposed? 119 days.
Our next case is on page 11, Senior Inspector Alexander Obores, property address 1301 Northwest 2nd Ave. Owner, ITEX Consulting, Inc. Case number BE 24030134. Notice posted at the property on 22525. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 31125. This case was first heard on 9/24/24 to comply by 1/28/25. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. There's one extension noted. Sir, I'm sorry for the misunderstanding with signing in. Thank you.
Good morning, Alexander Alvarez, Building Inspector for the city, updating you on case number and address as read. This property was cited for violation of FPC 2023, Section 105.1, work without permit for building interior completely gutted, replacement of roof, structural members, and carport and porch. Case is not complied. Permit has been applied for, and it's waiting for mechanical approval as of March 5th, 2025. Owner is here to speak.
My name is Elkin Sanchez. Good morning, guys. We applied for everything from the last time we met in January 25th. Everything has been approved. The only thing we're waiting on is mechanical. And we requested mechanical to meet with us because everything has been submitted. So we want to find out what's the holdup. Everything else has been submitted. So that's all we're waiting for. I was asked to request 120 days for the whole process to be complete, just not the permit, obtaining the permit, having the work done. So that's what they asked me to ask for.
What was your suggestion?
Does the city object to that?
We'll let the board decide. We're just waiting on the mechanical plan review to be complete. It has not been approved. The case was open March 2024. So the property changed ownership in March, and that's when the case was created for the work without permit. The permit application was initially submitted on 8/23, but the complete package was received in October 2024.
Did you say 8/23?
8/23/2024.
What was the issue with the mechanical permit?
We have no idea. They're saying that my signature is missing on a piece of paper, but everything has everything. So we requested a meeting, but we're at the end. If you guys look at the progress, that last notes that he got was from March 5th. And we're just waiting for the meeting to find out what's happening because everything else has been submitted.
So you're just waiting for a response from the city at this
From
point?
mechanical, just
From
to
mechanical?
meet. Yeah, just to meet with us to tell us what is it that we're missing. They're saying it's my signature, but my signature is on the paperwork.
No, it's the what it is the plans. They're not signed. It's not verifiable signature.
Yeah, they also submitted the package stating that there's a digital signature on there, so that's why the architect and the permit runner requested a meeting with the
So
mechanical.
what happens sometimes is if, let's just say, if someone makes a copy of a digital signature and they upload it, the system is not going to be able to verify it. I'm not saying that's the issue, but that sometimes I've seen that could be an issue. So what the mechanical reviewer was saying that the signature is not verifiable to check with Engineering Express. It's about a connection, right? The
Correct.
connection.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. And so we're like, okay, everything's been done, but I just want to get this process over with.
Yeah, but that's the only issue pending right now.
Okay, so let's just follow up. I move for a 119-day extension.
Appreciate that very much. Thank you very much.
Carlos
guys.
Lang.
Alex Schneider, I'll second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you, guys. Thanks,
119
Alex.
days.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 21. Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti, property address 1440 Southwest 30th Street. Owner Rodriguez Ferrero Investments, Inc. Case number BE 2308-0390. Notice posted at the property on 2/26/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 5/28/24 to comply by 7/30/24. Two sections at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. The city is requesting to impose fines of $5,500, which continues to accrue. There are two extensions noted.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, updating the case as read. This case is not complied. There are permit in process for this violation. I will let the respondent to speak.
Good morning. My name is Luis Garcia. I'm the owner of the property. We just bought the property in October 2024, and we have to replace the contractor. and we already changed the contractor, and we already submit everything, the plans and the permits. And we are waiting for answer for the city and for the permit for plumbing. And I have been in contact with the Inspector Saragusti, so we are asking for an extension for a few days, I don't know, 63 days.
The
Thank you.
city doesn't oppose 63 days extension and stop the fines.
Thank you.
Carlos Lang, I move that we stop the fines and we give a 63-day extension.
Justin Beecham, second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you so much.
63.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 23, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez. Property address 181 Southwest 37th Terrace. Owner, Arnaldo C. and Tammy N. C. Estime. Case number BE 2312-0079. Notice posted at the property on 2/26/25, posted at 1 Eastboro Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 5/28/24 to comply by 7/30/24. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, complied. The city is requesting to impose fines of $2,800. There are 2 extensions noted.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. This case is in compliance. City is requesting for all fines to be waived.
It's in compliance.
To be waived.
Don Carney, I make a motion that all fines be waived.
Alex Schneider, second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
You're good.
You're good.
Thank you. Our next case is on page 20, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez. Property address 1401 Southwest 20th Street. Owner, Miguel Maria. Case number BE 2407-0249. Notice posted at the property on 2/26/25, posted at 1 Eastboro Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. This case is not in compliance. I'm going to let the respondent speak.
Hello, good morning. My name is Miguel Maria. I'm the owner of the property 1401 Southwest 20th Street. I've been through some medical issues in and out of the hospital since I got the violation. I've been in constant communication, or I've been in communication with Mr. Martinez. We already hired an architect and a GC, and I'm waiting for the architect to provide the blueprint so the GC who already applied for a permit can start the work and be in compliance. Due to those medical reasons, I haven't been able to come to the hearings before. That's why I'm wearing the mask. I'm asking for kindly an extension, please.
The city will not oppose to a 63-day extension.
Carlos Lang, I move for a 63-day extension.
Alex Schneider, seconded.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? You have 63 days.
Thank you so much.
Board, at this time, the city is taking a recess. for your patience. We can now resume our Code Enforcement Board hearing. Our first case is on page 8. Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez. Property address 1016 Northeast 7th. Hold on, 1 second. Page 8. Property address 1016 Northeast 17th Court 2. Owner Misaji and Mazina Tiana. Close enough. Case number BE 24080030. Notice posted at the property on 3/3/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This is a new business case.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, presenting case as read. This building has been illegally altered and construction work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to: new AC. The city will request 119 days to comply or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
My name is Kenny Tiana. This is my dad. We applied for I paid this AC engineer, AC company to go over and look at the AC and do the correct steps to correct the issue already.
They already submitted for a permit.
They have applied for it. Okay. What are you suggesting?
119.
119.
My name's just.
Are you in touch with the inspector to make sure he knows what's going on? Yeah.
Well, I got a question. Based on the photos there, where's the air conditioner at?
You're gonna see it.
I didn't see it.
It's a mini split. There it goes right there.
But
I still. Oh, there it is. Okay,
It's just the condenser.
Oh, yeah, okay. Thanks for your honesty.
It was a wall unit there. The previous AC guy said I didn't need a permit, but yeah.
I move, Alex Schneider, I move that we fine for the city and the violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owner to come into compliance by July 22nd, 2025, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Carlos Lang seconds that.
Good to go?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 119 days.
Thank you so much.
Our next case is on page 13. Property address 1227 Northwest 3rd Ave. Case number BE 24050169. Owner Rudy E. Navarra. Notice posted at the property on 2/25/25. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. My apologies. Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25. 2 sections at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied. Page 13. Yvette?
First, to read the case, I will appreciate the help of this gentleman to the lady. He's a contractor, and he will remove the piece of concrete from her property. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
That's very nice of you.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. This case is not comply. In this case, it was 2 violations. One of them, it was removed, and the other one is missing the permit for the AC. I will let, the city doesn't oppose to 63 days extension and stop the fines. I will let respondent to speak.
Good morning. Inspector Saragucci performed an inspection yesterday. The kitchen work without a permit was complied and taken care of. That was removed. The second thing we're waiting on is a mechanical contractor to pull a permit for the mechanical. We need the 60 days only because the unit was installed about 10 years ago. So it may not be in compliance with the SEER rating. So we're waiting to see if they can get an AHRI certificate on it. If not, then they'll have to replace it. But they will pull a permit to replace the entire unit.
Sorry, what
or
was
bring
your-
the existing one
what was your
into
name and-
compliance.
What was your name in relation to the?
I'm sorry, my name?
Yeah,
Martin Coonan?
Martin Coonan, and you're the contractor for the
Yes,
project?
sir.
Okay. I guess I'll move for a 119-day extension. There that made the motion, yeah.
No opposed? Any opposed? You have 62 days.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Our next case, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez, on page 9, property address 2321, Southwest 14th Court, owner Giselle Mays, Jaron Michael Mays, case number BE 2408-0133, notice posted at the property on 2/26/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This is a new business case.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, presenting case as read. This building has been illegally altered and construction work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to: shaded structure, concrete on back side of the patio, kitchen remodel, bathroom remodel, recessed lights, windows and doors, carport enclosure. The city will request 119 days to comply or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
Yes.
Hi, everyone. My name is Giselle Mays. I am a first-time home buyer. I just purchased this home in September of 24. So in the beginning of the year, my husband and I received some letters of violations, and you can imagine that I was really shocked because I had no idea when I purchased this home. I'm still learning my way around everything, and so I asked my dad for some assistance. I did some research, and I did notice that some of these violations, at least when I was purchasing this home, we were not aware of this. This was not in writing. This was not brought to our attention. I think that would have changed our decision to move across the country to do this. But there was something that I found, or that my dad found, that some violations were sent to the previous owner back in August before I purchased this home. And then I can have you speak a little bit.
Good morning, Your Majesty. My name is Jose Rivas. As my daughter says, I'm her father. I noticed that the violation for this, everything that is listed here, was dated back on August 12, 2024, before she purchased the house, her and her husband. Also, Mr. William Rodriguez, who was the previous owner, he had other violations on May 5th, 2021, for running a business without on a residential, and also May 5th. July 6, 2020, for concrete slab without permit. Also, they were all closed. I have the listing here. For the driveway, also that May 5th, 2021, that permit was closed. I noticed a driveway on the side was cut, which was probably was one of the reasons why the case was closed, and there was nothing else brought up. If I may approach, show you the pictures, I have the property appraisal BCPA pictures from 2021. The property owner across the street stated that the previous owner built all these upgrades at the end of 2020. I have no way to confirm that, but the property appraisal do show on January 10th, 2021, that everything was existing. Everything that is shown there, it was existing, if I may come over and show you.
But do these violations that are listed still exist?
Yes.
Okay, that's all. that
I
really
also
matters to
don't
us.
know. I have some questions that maybe you guys can help me. Like, there's 7 violations. Again, I just moved here. I was not aware of this. I have a family. I'm pregnant. Like, all this stuff. But, you know, like, let's say for violation number 4, bathroom remodel. I don't know what that means. I don't know. what that includes. I don't know if that happened with the
We can
previous
see this-
owner.
we can see
Have you
the pictures.
contacted the inspector yet? Have you spoken to the
I
inspector?
have, and I feel like I still didn't get.
He's the best resource, and that's how you make sure, find out what you're supposed to do and
Okay.
how to move forward with these things is by discussing it with the inspector.
Okay, so, thank you. Yes, and I believe everything that was taken from the interior, obviously because the inspectors normally don't have access to the inside, was taken from the listing of the house, which is fine. But also, if I may point out the statute from Florida Statute 162.06, paragraph 5D, if a homeowner of the property that is subject to an enforcement proceeding before the enforcement board, special magistrate or court, transfer of ownership of such property between the time of initial pleading was served and the time of the hearing, such owner shall file a notice with the court enforcement official of the transfer of the property with the identity, address, and of the new owners within 5 days after the day of transfer. That notice was never issued to us, and because of that, therefore, we would like to ask that the property be deemed in compliance.
We don't have the authority to do that.
Understood.
Right, and for the record, Ronald Montoya Hassan with the City Attorney's Office, Senior Assistant City Attorney. That section that the gentleman just read does not apply to the city. There's no notice that the city has to do. There is some onus on a seller to provide notice, but that has nothing to do with the city.
Your
Have
magistrate.
recourse, they may have recourse against the seller and/or the title company, but obviously that's beyond the scope of the city and the board.
Understood, and also, just wanted to point out that this economic time with new owners are having such a hard time because of the high cost of living in South Florida. To put the burden of spending extra tens of thousands of dollars on the new owners when they were not expecting is very hard.
So the concern is safety, which I always fall to. If things were built incorrectly, if the wiring was done incorrectly, right now it could be fine, but it could start a fire. There could be some type of collapse. So that's where the main concern, and that's what I see. If things were done illegally, they need to be corrected at some point. Like I said, your best resource is the inspector. Talk to him, see what the best process is, and just start doing things little by little. As long as you're making progress, we'll give you time and extension for that. But if things were done incorrectly, they need to be corrected.
Board, staff has met with the property owner. We certainly agree that most of the violations, or if not all, had occurred possibly by the previous owner. That's neither here nor there. But we also showed a willingness to grant the property owner a reasonable amount of time to come into compliance. So I'm a little confused about, I don't know, we did express our willingness to, to extend her the necessary time that she needs.
119 days.
Don Carney. I'd like to make a motion. I move that we fine for the city and the violations exist as alleged, and that we order the property owner to come into compliance by, we'll give you 182 days, September 23rd, 2025, or a fine in the amount of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Justin Beecham, second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? You have 182 days.
Stay in touch with the
Stay in
inspector
touch with the inspector.
and keep them updated on what's going on. That's the main thing.
Our next case is on page 23. Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez. Property address 1301 Northwest 7th Terrace. Owner Robin D. Cooper. Case number BE 23120073. Notice delivered via personal service to owner on 2/25/25. Notice posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 5/28/24 to comply by 7/30/24. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. The city is requesting to impose fines of $2,750, which continues to accrue. There are 2 extensions noted.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. Case is not in compliance. I'm going to let the respondent speak.
Yes, my name is Robin Cooper at 1301 Northwest 7th Terrace. I have been trying my best to keep up with this between working and being a single homeowner. At 65, it's kind of hard for me to do, I must admit that. However, I was given some paperwork when I thought that I was finished, that I needed to do something else. When I did not understand the paperwork, I went to code. They had some kind of way they thought that I was redoing a fence around the entire house when it was just a gate. However, they changed that when they saw that it was incorrect. I'm in the process right now with Express Engineer because I thought I just needed a drawing. They let me know that I needed to have it to go through an architect and have an Express Engineer to do it. And I'm in the process of doing that right now. However, they are telling me that it is going to cost me anywhere from $160 to $250, which I don't have right now, but I am in the process of getting this in control and completed.
The lady has been in contact with me every other day, so she's really working on it. The city is gonna request 63 days extension.
Okay, question. So this is regarding
A fence, a gate, yeah.
Just a gate for the driveway, to go in and out of the driveway.
It's a
The
metal
fence
gate.
was already there.
Okay, but they said it was for a fence. Did she get a permit for a fence?
No, it's for the front gate fence,
Can you just take a gate down?
a gate.
All right, Carlos Lang, I move that we stop the
Yeah, but she
fines
doesn't want-
and give a 63-day extension.
Thank you so much.
Alex Schneider will second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 63 days.
Thank you.
You're
Have
welcome.
it done.
Sorry, and stop the fines.
And so, yeah, that's what he said.
Okay.
Our next case is on page 15. Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti. Property address 5211 Northeast 26th Ave. Owner Lindsay Elizabeth Lennon. Case number BE 24070300. Notice posted at the property on 220. Is there 5211 Northeast 26th Ave here? They left? No, 5211 Northeast 26th Ave. Okay, Jose, they're not here, they left. Property address, page 10. Senior Inspector Preston Mark, property address 1410 Northwest 19th Ave. Owner Josie Villard, excuse me, Villard Leonard Theodore. Case number BE 240400211. Notice posted at the property on 22525, posted at 1 East Borough Boulevard, 31125. This case was first heard on 12825 to comply by 32525. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case and address as read. This case has not complied. I have been in touch with the owner, Josie. She's indicated that she's been having, since this violation was issued, she's been having difficulties finding a contractor. Josie's here to speak.
Good morning. Hi, my name is Josie Villard. I am the property owner of 1410, and I do want to bring into notice that I did find out about the fines via putting my property on the market due to a divorce with Leonard. And once it was put on the market, I bought the property in 2021, but the permit was pulled prior to me buying the property. So the previous title company did drop the ball, and I found out, unfortunately. But I was not in the city of Fort Lauderdale because the house was on the market. I was in Jacksonville, Florida. And due to this, because I was losing so much money with all of these fines, and when I was under contract, my house was broken into. The AC unit was stolen. The water line in the city, which you guys can see in the system, was ripped out. I have a over $3,000 bill from the city, from the water company, due to the ventilation that happened to the property. So I am trying to fix everything else, And then, because I boarded up the property, I have pictures and everything, they book a rendo, I boarded up the property for safety purposes until I was able to move down here. So when the city came out, they see that the property was boarded up. They thought that I was doing work without permit, but it was actually done prior to me purchasing the property. So now I am trying to fix everything and then this. So I am asking for a maximum time, as much as possible, so that I can be able to fix everything as far as the water line and everything, and then I will be able to fix the permit that was done without my notice and without notice to you guys. So that's what I'm working on. I have not been able to find a contractor. The previous person that was in charge of the contract with you guys, he no longer worked for the city, and he gave me the wrong information. I thought that I could pull out a permit by owner, but Mark did inform me that I needed 3 different permits, so now I have to go back to the drawing board to get a building, structure, and electrical permit. So that's what I'm trying to work on right now.
The city will support an extension of 119 days and state of fines, mandatory reappearance.
Okay, I move for a 190-day extension.
100 and what?
19 days. You have till July 22nd.
Okay.
What about the fines?
Carlos Lang.
What about the
Alex Schneider,
fines?
second.
They continue. Oh, the fines, okay.
State of fines.
All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? You have 119 days.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, he said stay the fines, is what he had said.
Yeah, Board, there are no fines, so there's nothing to stay at this
Oh,
time.
okay.
It would just be the 119-day extension.
Who seconded that, please? Thank you. Our next case is on page 9, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez. Property address 1009 Southwest 19th Street.
Fire permit, structure, and new tiki hut. The city will request 119 days to comply or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
Hi, Matthew Connor, 1009 Southwest 19th Street, the owner. I'm doing my best to come in compliance with the city. I've pulled permits. I hired a structural engineer and an expediter to move this process forward as fast as possible. I am a first-time home buyer, purchased a home in December 2023. Was not aware that the previous owner did the work illegally, especially considering they own the home for quite some time and they are a realtor in town. But it's a hard lesson. I am learning. I'm doing my best to come into compliance, requesting more time. Oh, I have taken the shed. Yeah, sorry. I'm taking the shed down already. The carport. Mr. Martinez came over and saw that, yeah, as well. The Chicky Hut, I'm doing as an owner permit, I guess. Yeah, this is all new to me, so.
Recommendation?
What is the inspector?
Said 119.
119. I move that we find for the city and the violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owner to come into compliance by July 22nd, 2025, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Carlos Lang, I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 119 days.
Just keep working on it.
And that was Alex Schneider who made the motion.
119.
Our next case is on page 15, Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti. Excuse me. Property address 1810 Northeast 16th Terrace. Owner Michael D'Alessio. Case number BE 24080046. Notice posted at the property on 2/28/25. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25. One section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. This case is not complied. There are permits in process. The city doesn't oppose 63 days extension and stop the fine. I will let the respondent to speak.
Hey, good morning, Dan Stifler. I'm here on behalf of the owner. I was here in January. This is one of those cases where he bought the house and the bathroom renovation, the kitchen renovation, the AC was already installed prior to his purchase. We have now taken the process of going through. We have the permit in for the gravel that he put in the yard, the driveway. The permit is in process for both the kitchen and the bathroom. We had plans drawn up. And we've also got confirmation the former installer of the AC unit had died. So we had to go hire a new AC company. They've now come out. They've done all the certifications. I've sent that to Mr. Saraguso, and they've actually yesterday put in the permit to actually have the inspections done now to improve that. So we are working very hard. The owner is. He bought the house in May 30th of 2024. He actually pulled a permit to do the roof in August, and that's when all these violations came out because of what the previous owner had done. So he's not trying to avoid his compliance. So we're working hard, and we just would ask for an extension, and we're continuing to hopefully get it closed out quickly.
Carlos Lang, I move for a 63-day extension.
Second.
Alex Schneider, I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 63 days.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our next case, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez, on page 19. Property address 3613 Southwest 12th Place. Owner Jack Dempsey Arenas. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25. 2 Section $50 per day order recorded, not complied. Notice posted at the property on 2/26/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. Case is not in compliance. The owner is working on the permits. The city is requesting a 63-day extension.
Hi, my name is Jack Dempsey Arenas. I'm the homeowner of 3613 Southwest 12th Place. I'm in the process. I've already sent several plans, and I think the permit got approved already. I called yesterday. They told me that we had to wait, which should be the next couple of days. I spoke to Jorge. He said that's going to come in, and then we can finalize any other permit that I need.
This is for a boarder without a certificate?
No, that's one part. The other one is work without permit.
Okay, I didn't see that on here.
Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 9/24/24 to comply by 1/28/25. 1 section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. There is 1 extension noted.
Andrew Gebbia, building inspector for the city, presenting case and address as read. This property was cited for violation under FBC 2020-105.1, work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to interior renovation, removal of kitchen wall. This case has not complied. However, permit BLD-GEN 24110720 has been applied for, has yet to be issued, and it is currently in review. The city is requesting the code board to find that the violations exist and to grant the property owner 63 days to come into compliance or a $50 a day fine thereafter. I will let the respondent speak.
Inspector, this is not a new case.
It's not a new case?
So it'll just be an extension.
No.
Oh, an extension. Oh, all right.
Okay.
Good morning, all. Nice to see you again. We're just waiting on the review to finish up to issue the permit, and spoke to the contractor. Once that's done, then we could schedule a final inspection, but we're just waiting on the process. Sometimes it takes longer than expected. I'm just on standby.
We understand.
Until everything gets settled, but.
Okay. Carlos Lang, I move for a 63-day extension.
Alex Schneider, I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 63 days.
Have a good day. Thank you.
You too.
Our next case is on page 15, Senior Inspector Jose Satagusti. Property address 1616 Northeast 16th Ave. They left? Never mind, Jose. Moving on to page 23, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez, property address 962 Northwest 53rd Street, owner ACS 960 LLC, case number BE 22120016. Notice posted at the property on 2/25/25, posted at 1 Eastboro Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 10/24/23 to comply by 11/28/23. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. The city is requesting to impose fines of $2,800, which continues to accrue. There are several extensions noted.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. This case is still not in compliance. They're only missing one mechanical permit. I'm gonna let the respondent speak.
Hey, good morning. My name is DeAndre. So we have been going back and forth with you guys for quite a while, and right now we're missing a mechanical situation right now, and we have 2 comments left, which we are dealing with Tony right now as we speak today, and that's last week. So when we submitted before in January, it was basically about clean air. They wanted to be signed by the owner. You know, we just missed a signature. That's all he's missing. So what we did was we submitted that, then came back and said we need another certification that we needed for the compliance for the units, because there's new codes going on there, like Series 2 and stuff like that. So as we've been getting everything done, we've been submitting. We submitted like 3 times since then. So we resubmitted this morning and last week. So Tony been going back and forth since this morning, and we did an upload, and the only thing we were missing right now was a signature on the calculations. That's all it was a signature.
So are you missing the signature, or are you waiting for the city to give you the signature?
No, so what happens is when you submit the calculations for the entry counts, there are signatures that got to be on the forms. We got to submit those, and we was missing that signature on there. And then Tony wanted to have a clean air calculation. We did calculations for the mechanical units, but by us being inside of a warehouse, now they asking for the clean air too as well. So we submitted those two, and that's what he's missing. So I emailed him, and he said he's looking. I guess he's checking out right now, and we should be good to go. It was just minor things. We going back and forth. We had different engineers, like 3 engineers coming in helping us out, and it's not the owner's fault as far as in that situation there. It was just these guys here. You call them all the time. You know, they don't answer sometimes, and just going back and forth. You know, so we had the finish line. We just got.
That's fine. It seems that you're on top of things.
Yeah, we're on top of it.
I move that we stop the fines and give a 63-day extension.
Board, if I could, I'd just like to remind the board that this case was first heard in October of 2023. And
Yes.
there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extensions. So the city would actually ask that the the fines be imposed, and then once the property owner comes into compliance, they can go forward for lien amnesty. But again, it's for one interior wall, and it was heard in October. I mean, we're already a year and a half into this.
But it's not a one-tier wall. That's why we keep getting a misunderstanding. There was studios built in with inside, so there's a whole construction going inside. So it's not just one wall.
Have you been part of this process since the beginning?
Yes, I have. Yes, as far as in designing, but we have been changing the engineers because the time frame has been taking so long. Sometimes these guys, they said they need 6 to 8 weeks. They come back. Then by the time we submit to the city, that's about 2 or 3 weeks. So we've just been going back and forth with just trying to get the right engineer to get his process. But we got building got done. We got electrical done. We got the plumbing situation. We got everything done. Now we're just on mechanical, and it's just signatures and a certificate. That's what it was for mechanical. And like I said, we talked to Tony. I can show you the email that me and him going back and forth as of this morning. And so like I said, it's not. If it was me, I would have had it done 2 years ago if I can do it myself. But I'm not a mechanical engineer, so I can't sign off on things like that.
Okay, so
I make a motion to impose fines.
continue.
No imposed fines. It's been 2 years. My hair was a different color when it started.
Mine was shorter, but
Touche.
But like I said, it's not really our fault. If it was up to us, we'd have had it done a long time ago. It's just something that like I said, this is our 3rd mechanical engineer going on now, and that's just us just trying to make sure we get it done the right way. And now with just 2 comments of a signature and a certificate that if I didn't know about it, I would have got it done.
But if you get it straightened out, they'll work with you on the fines. So
Okay.
you need some motivation, it looks like.
Okay, so like I said,
I'm imposing fines.
we talked to Tony today as well. I guess once Tony get everything certified, we'll come at you guys, hey, we finally got it done, and it's up to you guys to just waive the fees and we can keep going on.
So, do I have a second on the motion?
I'm seconding the pausing the fines. I mean, because you guys have been on top of this for,
Yes.
for 2 years.
Yes, we've been coming-
Clearly not just an interior wall. It's been like they've been
Yes.
on top of it.
It's 3
and
studios that's
the
within
city's
one.
been- I don't.
3 different studios?
It's ABC, 3 studios and within one.
I know you guys have been on top of this because you guys are here every 2 months.
Yes, and I have a lot of
I'm
emails.
seconding the pausing the
So,
fines.
so the original motion was to stop the fines and allow a 63-day extension. And you're seconding?
I'm seconding, yeah, you.
Okay, so we'll vote on that one, and if it doesn't, then we'll.
Right. All those in favor?
I really appreciate you guys.
Aye.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
60 days. Uh-oh.
No. My back's hurting, so I'm going to present the rest of the case standing up.
You get out the longest extension that you can run.
Okay,
No, I opposed. I did.
Are we opposed?
okay, board, this concludes all of our respondents.
Carlos.
I made the.
And I seconded.
Yvette, may I continue?
This is a, yeah. So the motion is, to pause.
Okay, this concludes all our respondents. Did you guys want to take a quick break before we go on? Continue? Or just go on?
We got to go.
Okay. Going back to page 1. Senior Inspector Alexandria Boris, property address 1414 East Las Olas Boulevard. Owner 1492 Las Olas LLC. Case number BE 24060077. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/25. Posted at 1 East Royal Boulevard 3/11/25. The owner 1492 Las Olas LLC.
Alexander Alvarez, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case number and address as read. The property was cited for violation of Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1, work without permit for interior alterations, including
The owner to come into compliance by July 22nd, 2025, or a fine of $50.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have one.
Property address 2000 Northeast 18th Street. Owner Richard Ayer. Case number BE 24060202. Notice posted at the property on 3/3/25. Posted at 1 East Royal Boulevard 3/11/25.
Alexander Alvarez, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case number and address as read. The property was cited for violation of Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1, work without permit for an attached metal structure on the west side of the property. Records show no permit application addressing this issue. The case was opened June 27, 2024. Inspection report mailed to the property owner on July 1st, 2024. Final notice mailed 9/23/2024. We're asking the board to find a violation exists and to grant the property owner 119 days to come into compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter.
Alex Schneider, I move that we find for the city and the violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owner to come into compliance by July 22nd, 2025, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Justin Beecham, second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Moving on, property address 80807 Southwest 14th Court. Owner Lincoln Sports and Entertainment LLC. Case number BE 24070006. Notice posted at the property on 2/26/25. Posted at 1 East Royal Boulevard 3/11/25.
Alexander Alvarez, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case number and address as read. The property was cited for violation of Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1, work without permits for re-roof, chimney removed, second floor stucco over wood, interior renovations including but not limited to kitchen. Records show no permit application addressing this issue. The case was opened July 1st, 2024. Inspection report was mailed to the property owner July 11, 2024. Final notice mailed on 9/23/2024. We're asking the board to find the violation exists and to grant the property owner 119 days to come into compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter.
Any communication with the property owner?
No communication.
Okay.
So is that 119 days?
119 days.
Gotcha. I move that we fine for the city and the violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owner to come into compliance by July 22nd, 2025, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Second.
I'll second it. Don Carney.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I oppose.
Moving on to page 2. Did we hear 5120 Northeast 26th Ave on page 2?
What?
2.
No, we,
5120 Northeast 26th Ave. We heard that one, correct?
Yeah, we got a 182-day
Okay,
extension on that
thank
one.
you. Moving on to page 3, property address, Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti, property address 251 Southwest 21st Way, case number BE 24080168, owner, Reditis 1 LLC, case number, notice posted at a property on 2/26/25, posted at 1 Eastboro Boulevard, 3/11/25.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. These properties have been cited under Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1 for construction works done. Kitchen and bath renovation, new windows, electrical panel. The case was opened on August 14, 2024. Inspection report was mailed on August 19, 2024. Final notice was mailed on September 20, 2024. Notice of hearing was mailed on January 10, 2025. The case is not complied. There are now permits in process since March 17. We are asking, we don't have any contact with the property owner until this morning. We are asking the board to find that violation exists to grant the property owner 63 days to come in compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter.
One moment before you guys roll on that. We don't have any pictures for this.
Why
So,
is that?
Let me take your word for it.
I'm not sure. Inspector,
We have pictures.
they're not there.
Ronald Reagan once said, "Trust but verify."
What?
Trust but verify. I trust the city. I'd like to see some pictures.
Right.
Yes, no, but there
Well,
are.
we don't have the pictures. We will have to withdraw this case.
Yeah, we'll have to
Is the folder is
reschedule.
there?
It's not there, Jose. She doesn't have them on the shared drive.
Okay,
We'll have to
sorry.
reschedule that.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Moving on to page 4, property address 724 Northeast 16th Street, owner Lyons and Company LLC, case number BE 24090136. Notice posted at the property on 2/27/25, posted at 1 Eastboro Boulevard, 3/11/25.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. I received the case from email regarding this property, and it was cited on the Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105, for and we are asking the board to find the violation exists to grant the property owner 119 days to come in compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter.
Alex Schneider, I move that we fine for the city and the violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owner to come into compliance by July 22nd, 2025, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Carlos Lang, I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Granted.
Our next case is at the bottom of page 4, property address 913 Northwest 12th Ave, 1-2, owner Patrick Angleton, case, we have no pictures for that one either? I'm sorry, Terry, you opposed that last?
No, he just said opposed and nobody opposed.
Oh, no one opposed? Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry, Felicia, you said 913, we don't have any pictures? We're on page 4 at the bottom.
Yep.
Schneider, second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? It passes.
Thank you. Moving on to page 5 at the bottom, property address 1742, bottom, property address 1742, Northeast 17.
Submitted permits.
And how many days did you?
119.
I move that we find for the city and the violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owner to come into compliance by July 22nd, 2025, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Carlos Lang, I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Page 6, property address 940 Southwest 28th Street, case number BE 2405-0117, owner Curliston L. Bargman.
Right.
Notice posted at the property
All right.
on 2/28/25, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 3/11/25.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, presenting case as read.
It's like a whole house.
This building has been illegally altered and construction work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to: on the main house, windows and door replacement, new mini splits, kitchen and bathroom renovation, water heater, recessed lights, closing of window and door openings, installation of a new door and window, removal of trees. On the guest house, window and door replacement, bathroom and kitchen remodel, and new mini splits. The city will request 119 days to comply or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
Has there been communications with the owner?
Yes.
That's what I wrote
No,
today.
what is this letter say?
That letter.
Besides the letter.
Okay, so your recommendation was 119.
Yes.
Can I get a motion?
Yeah, I move that we find for the city that the violations exist as alleged and the property owner to come in compliance with in 119 days or a $50 per day fine
Per violation.
for the violation.
Can I get a second?
Carlos Lang will second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes.
Property address 731 East Evanston Circle, owner Anthony Rivera, case number BE 24070010. Notice posted at the property on 2/26/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, presenting case as read. This building has been illegally altered and construction work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to: shaded structure, new windows and doors, that's complied; a fence, that's complied; kitchen remodel, that's complied; bathroom remodel, that's complied. The city will request 119 days to comply or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
So a lot of these things have complied already?
Yeah, the only one missing is the shaded structure.
The number one, shaded
Yes.
structure.
I'll make a motion for a 119-day extension and a $50 fine if not complied.
New business.
Oh, it's new business?
Yes, new business.
Oh, I'm
Move that
sorry.
we find for the city and the violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owners to come into compliance by July 22nd, 2025, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be opposed and recorded. Alex Schneider.
Second?
Justin Beecham, second.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Speak to Felicia about it.
You'll get more opportunities, trust me. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 119 days.
Okay, moving on to page 7, sorry. Property address 930 Southwest 29th Street, A-D. Owner, Zadquill Inc., case number BE 24070-342. Notice posted at the property on 2/28/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, presenting case as read. This building has been illegally altered and construction work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to: bathroom and kitchen renovation. The city will request 119 days to comply or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
Motion?
Let's let one of the new board members field this one. Jackie. Rock and roll.
It's new business.
And then the date is going to be on the sheet. You're going to say, 63 days or
119.
Page 3.
So as you read it, when it gets to the date, you're going to say 119 days and the amount of
Okay. Jackie Shaw, I move that we fine for the city and the violations exist as alleged, and that we order the property owner to come into compliance by 7/22, what day?
July 22nd.
By July 22nd, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded. Good?
Yeah, July 22nd, 2025.
Correction, July 22nd, 2025.
Who, second?
Carlos Lang, I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Got it, done.
Moving on to page 8, property address 1430 Northwest 22nd Court, case number BE 2408-0011, owner Josette Moise. Notice posted at the property on 2/4/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, presenting case as read. This building has been illegally altered and construction work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to: a new wood fence. The city will request 119 days to comply or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
You said there was a new wood fence?
Yes.
The picture show.
August, you want to take this one?
Can I get a motion, please? Oh, there's the wood fence there.
Have you been in contact with the city?
Yes,
I'm sorry.
the permit has been submitted.
Okay. I move that we fine for the city and the violations exist as he alleged, and that we order the property owner to come into compliance by 7/22/2025, or fine the amount of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Alex Schneider, second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes.
Property address 1720 Southwest 22nd Ave, case number BE 2408-0015, owner Leo Duplessis Revocable Trust. Notice posted at the property on 2/28/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, presenting case as read. This building has been illegally altered and construction work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following property. The city will request 119 days to comply or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
Can I get a motion?
Okay.
Yeah.
I move that we fine for the city and the violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owners to come to compliance by July 22nd, 2025, or a fine amount of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
All those in favor say aye. Oh, second.
Justin Beecham, second.
Sorry. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes.
Moving on to page 9, property address 950 Southwest 29th Street, 1-2. Owner, 5 Star Renovation and Construction LLC. Case number BE24080145. Notice posted at the property on 2/26/25. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25.
Inspector Martinez.
$50 per day per violation will be imposed.
Don Carney, I'll second that motion.
Page 3, and recall the case 251 Southwest 21st Way. My apologies on behalf of the city. The pictures are there. It was a miscommunication.
Ooh.
So BE24080168, property address 251 Southwest 21st Way.
I read again the case or
Well,
it's
yeah,
enough? Yeah?
because remember I interrupted you, so.
You don't have no pictures.
Okay. Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. This property has been cited under Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1 for construction work without permit. Kitchen and bathroom, renovation, new windows, new electrical panel. This case was opened August 14, 2024. Inspection report was mailed on August 19, 2024. Final notice was mailed on September 20, 2024, and notice of hearing was mailed on January 10, 2024. The case is not complied. There are permits in process now since March 17. We are asking, we don't have any contact with the property owner until this morning. We are asking the board to find that the violation exists to grant the property owner 63 days to come in compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter.
I have a question. So,
Yes.
I'm sorry. This is kitchen and bathroom renovations. We only saw one. Oh, we're seeing new pictures now. It was only the one picture before.
Oh, here we go. There's the new panel.
Okay. All right, never mind. I see photos now. It was only the one photo
Justin
of the front
Beecham,
door.
I move that we fine for the city and the violations exist as alleged, and that we order the property owner to come into compliance by May the 27th, and a fine of $50 per day per violation would be imposed and recorded.
Can I get a second?
Okay, all right, 2025.
I'll second that motion, Don Carney.
Sorry about that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And no opposed.
Moving on to page 10, Inspector Andrew Gebbia, property address 900 Northeast 16th Street, owner JBSFL Investments LLC, case number BE23080317. Notice posted at the property on 3/3/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25, 2 sections at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied.
Andrew Gebbia, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case and address is read. This property was cited for violation under FBC 2023-105.1, work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner but not limited to: subdivision of existing units and installation of new kitchens. and FBC 2023-111-1.1, a triplex was subdivided and additional units created without obtaining a certificate of use. This case is not complied. A permit has been applied for on 3/17/2025, permit BLD-GEN 2503-0335 was submitted for legalizing the existing triplex, but is yet to be approved. I have not had contact with the owners of the property. The city is requesting the code board to find that the violations exist and to grant the property owner a 63-day extension to come into compliance, or $50 a day thereafter.
So why are we trying to give them an extension agreement?
Because they applied for that permit.
Okay. All right, so move for a 63, Alex Schneider, I move for a 63-day extension.
Carlos Lang, I'll second that.
What about the $50 fine?
What?
What about the $50 fine?
I think they should be stayed.
This is just extension.
There is this extension, right?
It's a
The
old
fine is out
business.
tomorrow.
Extension,
Extension.
old business.
Yeah, it's old business.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? It passes.
Our next case is on page 11. Inspector Alexander Alvarez, owner Jane Barbara Barowi, Rev. TR, 6500 Northeast 21st Avenue, case number BE 240-10123. Case was first heard on January 28, 2025, to comply by March 25th, 2025. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Alexander Laborez, Building Inspector for the city, updating your case number and address as read. The property was cited for violation of Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1. Work without permit, including but not limited to demolition of a portion of ground floor slab adjacent to main entry door. Violation remains at this time. As of this morning, no permit have been applied for to address this issue. The city has been unable to communicate with the owner.
What do you recommend?
So no communications at all?
No communication. We haven't received any communication from the owner at this time.
What do you recommend?
I'll leave it up to the board. It's a concrete slab that was removed. The case was open January 24 of 2024.
Hold on, just to confirm, there's been no response from the owner whatsoever, correct?
So,
No response.
Nothing at all?
Nothing at all.
okay, Massey?
Not related to this case.
It's for tearing up a piece of concrete.
Okay, but they still have to.
I mean, we give everyone else a break, so I think we should give these people one break.
Okay.
And if they don't, after 63 days, if they're still messing around, let's throw the book at them.
Well, okay.
My thought is, but no communication has been
Yeah,
done.
no
No
communication.
effort has been made, so
They might
my
not have
thought,
got a notice yet.
But has there been extensions on this?
There's not.
No,
Well, there's been one, isn't it?
just one, because it was heard January, so
okay.
now they're back.
January of 24.
No, January of this year.
Oh.
And they were given, what,
I did not see
63
that.
days or whatever it was to come back here today.
Oh, okay, so yeah, we'll give him a break.
Don Carney, I make a motion that we give the owners a 63-day extension on compliance.
Second, somebody?
Justin Beecham, second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? One opposition.
He opposed.
Alex opposed. Property address 1136 Wyoming Avenue, owner Angel J. Lugo, case number BE 24040109. Notice posted at the property on 3/5/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Alexander Alvarez, Building Inspector for the city, updating you on case number and address as read. The property was cited for violation of Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1, work without permit for interior alteration, including but not limited to kitchen and bathrooms, all windows and door replacement, new concrete driveway at the front of the property, new concrete deck at the rear of the property, new accessory structure pergola at the rear west side of the property. Violation remains at this time. This is a case where the owner purchased the home before the violation was discovered, and there is sufficient evidence indicating that the work was performed prior to current owner's ownership. The owner has been in communication and appears to be willing to resolve this issue. Records show permit BLD-GEN-24120625 for windows and door was issued on March 17, 2025. Pending permit applications are paving, interior alteration, and accessory structure. The owner has informed me that they have ordered a survey of the property and that they are working on the submittals for the pending permits. The owner has also informed me that they will not be able to take time off from work today, and therefore this is why they are not here at the hearing. Owner appears to be willing to cooperate and have shown progress. Additionally, there is sufficient evidence indicating the work was performed prior to the current ownership. Based on this, the city is in support of granting or supporting a 119-day extension to allow the owner time to obtain the remaining pending permits.
I move for a 119-day extension.
Alex
Just-
Schneider, second.
Carlos Lang first.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes.
At the bottom of page 11, property address 5921 Northeast 15th Ave. Owner Karina A. Monasterio. Case number BE 24050045. Notice posted at the property on 2/27/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Alexander Alvarez, Building Inspector for the city, updating you on case number and address is read. The property was cited for violation of Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1, work without permits for one exterior door at the north side of the property and kitchen sink faucet. Violation remains. Owner has been in communication and has applied for both permits. City supports 63-day extension.
Alex Schneider, I'll move for a 63-day extension.
Carlos Lang seconds it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes. You really need a permit to change the faucet?
Fixture replacement, yeah.
Faucet.
Moving on to page 12, property address 745 Northwest 7 Terrace. Owner C&B 745 Northwest 7 Terrace LLC. Case number BE 24060163. Notice posted at the property on 2/25/25. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Alexander Alvarez, Building Inspector for the city, updating you on case number and address as read. The case is now complied as of yesterday, 3/24/2025.
Has the owner been in contact with you?
Case is complied.
Oh, it's complied. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I said not complied.
Moving on to page 13 at the bottom.
Thank you.
Property address 1324 Northwest 5th Ave. Senior Inspector Jose Sanagusti. 1324 Northwest 5th Ave. Case number BE 24060063. Owner Senarine Ishwar Jr. Notice posted at the property on 2/25/25. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. This case is not complied. I didn't have any contact with the owner, and it's not any application in the city for that. The city is requesting to the case return as a MASI.
Oh, and so the owner has not contacted you whatsoever?
No.
Not a word, not a peep? Again, I kind of want to give these people one more chance before I throw the book at them.
Yeah, I mean, this is just in January.
Yeah, so I mean, I make a motion, Don Carney make a motion to give these people 63-day extension on compliance.
Can I get a second?
Man, no love for the common man.
Excuse me, anyway,
I
they
second.
will have 63 days.
I'll
For
second.
the Massey or
The fines are accruing during that 63-day period.
in 63 days, no, now.
Oh, we got a second.
Yeah, I second.
We got a second there.
Whoa. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Why not?
Okay, Justin? Justin opposes.
On.
Okay, if you're for it.
Okay.
On. Can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Yeah, should have.
Madam.
I oppose.
Yay.
I oppose.
Mr. Pujols? I seconded.
Yes.
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 Because we did it for the first one, I'm gonna go for this motion.
Karma, baby.
Yes, that's a yes. Well, upon consideration. Yes.
Okay.
Passes. What was the vote? Oh, dissenters. Okey-doke, it passes.
Okay, moving on to page 14. Property address 245 Southwest 20th Street, case number BE 24070159. Owner, Croissant 245 LLC. Notice posted at the property on 2/28/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. This case is not comply. Again, we don't have any contact with the owner. The city requesting the case return as a Massey.
Don Carney, since we've opened the door for gratitude and cutting people breaks, I again make a motion to give these people 63 days to extension on compliance.
Before we do that, I just want to make a note here. There's a violation on internal structure, and my concern is life safety. Even though we've done it in the past, we should be treating each case by case. So I want to put that out there before we vote on this.
But let me tell you something. If those cases, we give them more time, maybe they sell the property, and the new owner will have the problem. Sometimes we try to move forward fast because we don't want to the new owner have the problem.
But
Take this in consideration.
right, so you're suggesting it go to Massey?
Yes, and anyway, they will have 63 days.
I withdraw my motion.
Okay.
I make a motion to go to Massey.
Goes to Massey automatically.
Moving on, at the bottom of page 14, property address 2, oh, who seconded it? Sorry.
There was no second.
Oh, it's a Massey.
It's a Massey, it's going right on.
Yeah.
Property address 232 Southwest 22nd Street, case number BE 24070161. Owner MRN Homes Investment Corp. Notice posted at the property on 2/28/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. This case is comply.
Nice.
That's easy.
Finally.
Moving on to page 15, property address. Did we hear that one already, 5211? I remember calling that name. No, they left, right?
Yes,
No,
they
we have
left.
not heard that.
Yeah.
Okay. Property address 5211 Northeast 26th Ave. Owner Lindsay Elizabeth Lennon. Case number BE 24070300. Notice posted at the property on 2/27/25. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25. One section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. This case is not comply. The fence permit is issued and the building permit for the pavers is in process. For that, the city requests 63 days extension and stop the fines.
I move for a 63-day extension.
Alex Schneider, second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes.
Let the fines keep going.
Property address 1616 Northeast 16th Ave. Owner, Coda Perry Realty LLC. Case number BE 2408-0079. Notice posted at the property on 2/28/25. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25. One section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied.
Sorry, this case it was scheduled for mistake. Is for the next hearing. Correct, Yvette? The 1616 Northeast.
It's at the bottom of page 15.
Yes.
We could also do an extension just in case, if that's what you.
I mean, it's scheduled. It's here.
Okay. We will request, okay. Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. This case is not complied. There are permits in process. The city doesn't oppose 63 days extension and stop the fines.
I move for a 63, Alex Schneider, I move for a 63-day extension.
Carlos Lang seconds it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes.
We have a respondent here on, well, I'll wait. Page 16 at the top, property address 1901 Northeast 17th Terrace. Owner Timothy Barnes, homestead exempted, Haseen Nazir Al-Thani. Case number BE 2408-0103. Notice posted at the property on 2/28/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25. Two sections at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. This case is not complied. Fence permit is issued. The tree permit is issued also, and they will move the shed that they installed. For that, the city doesn't oppose 63-day extension and stop the fines.
I have a question. Do you know what type of trees were removed?
I don't know, but it was protected. For that, they need to.
The trees were protected?
Yes, they need to, but they have a permit issue. They need to plant the new.
Okay, so it was just a replacement?
Yeah.
Okay. I move for a 63-day extension.
Second.
Carlos Lang.
Alex Schneider, I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Passes.
Thank you. Jorge, what's this address? The address, ma'am? What is it? What's this?
Thank you,
Okay.
Ward.
Okay, we have a respondent here. Page 18, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez, property address 1236 Northwest 16th Street, case number BE 2404-0187. Notice posted at the property on 2/25/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 9/24/24 to comply by 1/28/25, one section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied. There's one extension noted.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. This case is not in compliance. I'm going to let the respondent speak.
Before you have you been? Okay.
Yes, I do. Hi. I just spoke with the inspector. I was having problems with, you probably don't remember, you see a million people, but with Lloyd's of London and prejudicing me and all of that. I'm still going through, but I got somebody. I'm going to have to bite the bullet because I can't have more fines going up on my property, and going to help me pull the permit, at least get that started, because I'm a long ways away, because we took out all the black mold so the neighbors wouldn't get, affected. So, but I did talk to the inspector.
What is the city's recommendation?
The city will request a 63-day extension.
That's all that's needed? Is that all that's going to be needed?
Oh,
63
no,
days?
I'm gonna need to pull the permit or to get it done?
No, get a permit.
Oh, yeah. Which one? He said permit and job done.
No, get the permit.
Okay. To get
My,
it,
my question to you, to get all your violations in order, how much time do you think you'll need?
Lloyd's of London, huge company. They're dragging me through the mud. They're going to, like my attorney just told me, we're winning the case. There's a very good chance they're gonna appeal it and force me to settle. So I'm gonna have to now, I think, bite the bullet, and it's either.
So are you waiting for this case before you fix these, the violations, or?
I would like, because I don't have that type of money to just rebuild.
So, I'm going to move for a 119-day extension.
Justin Beecham, second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 119 days.
Thank you, guys.
Going back to page 16.
Can we take that break?
Yeah, at the bottom of 16.
Yes. Property address 3106 Southwest 14th Street. Owner, Juliver Villan.
Bottom of 16.
Case number BE 231-00123. Notice posted at the property on 2/26/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 7/30/24 to comply by 9/24/24. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. There are 2 extensions noted.
Have a second.
Can we take a mini break after this? Please?
After this case? You want to take
just
a break?
Just a mini
Good? Thank you. Moving on to, going back to page 16, property address 3106 Southwest 14th Street, case number BE 231-00123.
Yes.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. Case is not in compliance. The city is requesting a 63-day extension. I've been in contact with the owner, and he's going to remove everything.
He's going to remove everything, this
Yeah.
plumbing?
Don Carney, I make a motion we give these people a 63-day extension on compliance.
Carlos Lang, I'll second that motion.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? I just have a quick question. So it says the plumbing work, new electrical, water heater connection, they're removing all of it?
Okay. Except for the water heater that they are working on getting the permit, the rest they're going to remove and put it as it was before.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Moving on to page 17, property address 651 Northeast 19th Ave. Owner Teresa and Vincent F. Pyle Jr., case number BE 23110081. Notice posted at the property on 3/3/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 5/28/24 to comply by 7/30/24. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. There are 3 extensions noted.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. Case is not in compliance. The city is requesting a 63-day extension. The owner was here, but he's sick and had to leave. But we agree that we're going to give the 63-day extension.
He was here today?
Yes.
I mean, okay, so he's had like how many extensions already? 1, 2, 3. What more has to be done?
This is the one with the carport, and they have to get the variance, and they're working on the variance.
Right, okay.
Don Carney, I make a motion to give these people 63-day extension on compliance.
Second? Someone?
Go ahead.
Alex Schneider, I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes.
Moving on, property address 1400 Riverland Road, owner Indiana Perez, case number BE 2402-0183. Notice posted at the property on 2/25/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 9/24/24 to comply by 1/28/25. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. There is 1 extension noted.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. Case is not in compliance. The city is requesting a 63-day extension. They already have the permit for a new garage door, and we're just going to wait until they installed it.
Carlos Lang's 63-day extension.
Justin Beecham, second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes. What's Durock?
Durock.
It's like a sheet rock, but it's made out of cementous material to put tile on top of.
Cementous?
Yeah, like made out of cement.
I've heard that word. It passes.
Bottom of page 17, property address 807 Southwest 25th Street, owner Brian McSwain, case number BE 2403-0004. Notice posted at the property on 2/26/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 7/30/24 to comply by 9/24/24. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. 2 extensions noted.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. Case is not in compliance. The city is requesting a 63-day extension. I've been in contact with the owner and the contractor also.
Justin Beecham would like to make a motion for a 63-day extension.
Carlos Lang, I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes.
Moving on to page 18, property address 1551 Northwest 6th Street, owner 1551 Sis Trunk LLC, case number BE 2403-0063. Notice posted at the property on 2/25/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 31125. This case was first heard on 12825 to comply by 32525. Two sections at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. This case is not in compliance. I've been in contact with the owner. He sent me an email that he couldn't come today. He's out of the country. I'm going to request a 63-day extension.
Let Justin Beecham like to make a motion for a 63-day extension.
Carlos Lang, I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Passes.
Moving on to page 19, property address 5403 Northeast 22nd Terrace. Owner David Netzovich, case number BE 24060015. Notice posted at the property on 2/27/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 31125. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Just bring all that up here. Just bring it all up here.
Bring the old stack. We're going to finish this.
Can you repeat?
It's,
This is
5403?
yes, Northeast 22nd Terrace.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. Case is not in compliance. City is requesting for case to come back as a Massey.
Justin Beecham make a motion to come back as a Massey.
They don't have to, you don't need it. It goes to Massey.
Hold on, was the respondent blowing you guys off, or what's the deal? Why are we coming off as a Massey?
Oh, there no permit application and no contact with the owner.
This is,
Complete alteration, including electrical and mechanical structure.
Yeah, let it go. Next.
Our next case is
701.
page 19, property address 701 Carolina Ave. Owner E. Acevedo Nicholas. Case number BE 24060095. Notice posted at the property on 3/5/25. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 31125. This case was first heard on 1/28/25 to comply by 3/25/25. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number and address as read. Case is not in compliance. City is requesting for case to come back as a Massey.
Any opposition?
No permit application. The only contact I had with him was the last hearing that he told me that he had called me a couple of times, but I've never talked to him.
Massey. Moving
Okay.
on. Let's go on, Massey.
Page 20, nope, we did all those. Page 21, property address 1432 Northeast 2nd Ave, case number BE 23050058. Owner Ronaldo W. Nova and Jeffrey R. Austin. Notice posted at the property on 2/27/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 10/24/23 to comply by 11/28/23. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. The city is requesting to impose fines of $6,300, which continues to accrue. There are 5 extensions noted. This is a Massey.
what's the verdict?
Yeah. I mean,
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, updating the case as read. This case is not complied. The city is recommending the fines to be imposed. This case has 5 extensions already.
making a
Has
motion.
the respondents tried to attempt to resolve this, or what's the deal with
Yes,
it?
in the beginning, yes, but after that, they didn't comply, and we don't have any more contact.
I make a motion to impose fines of $6,300.
Can I get a second?
Alex Schneider, second.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Massey it is.
Moving on to page 22, property address 5321 Northeast 24th Terrace, 502A. Owner Zachary Sloboda. Case number BE 23080395. Notice posted at the property on 2/27/25. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 11/28/23 to comply by 3/26/24. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. The city is requesting to impose fines of $3,100, which continues to accrue. There are 4 extensions noted.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. This case is not comply. In this case, the city will request 63 days extension and stop the fines.
Make a motion to.
Wait, hold on. So have you had any contact with them?
Yes, they've been working. It's a young couple that they try to resolve the issue.
I mean, so have they applied for permits?
Yes, the electrical permit is complied, the building permit is in process, and the mechanical is already issued. They try to move forward with the case.
Was this the dude from Colorado?
Yes,
Okay.
you remember
All right,
that young couple?
yeah.
All right.
It is a guy.
He takes the plane in, yeah, okay. Is there a motion?
I tried to get one.
Sorry, I needed more information, thank you very much.
Justin Beecham, motion for a 63-day extension.
Did you say I had to stop the fine?
Nope.
Yes, stop the fine also.
Okay, and to stop the fines.
Carlos Lang, I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
No, any opposed? It passes.
Property address 1820 Southwest 22nd Ave, case number BE 231000117. Owner Annalie M. Andrews. Notice posted at the property on 2/25/25, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 9/24/24 to comply by 1/28/25. 2 sections at $50 per day, order recorded. Case complied. The city is requesting to impose fines of $4,300.
Did you say complied?
Yeah,
Yes,
the
it's
case is
comply. Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. This case is comply. The property owner worked hard, applied for a variance. They work hard to have the violation resolved. For that one, I am requesting administrative fees of $1,388.
$1,388? So that's the motion. Can I get a motion for that, please?
$1,388.
I move to impose a fine of $1,388. Do I need to say anything else regarding the remaining fines and waive the remaining fines?
It just means that administrative costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Have been, that's what they are instead of the full fine.
Carlos Lang, I'll second that.
Okay, so, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 1388 it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Our next case. No, Alex. Our next case is on page, what's that? 23 at the bottom.
Yep.
Property address 37 Castle Harbor Isle. Owner Judy Wade. Case number BE 23120111. Notice posted at the property on 2/27/25. Notice posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 3/11/25. This case was first heard on 5/28/24 to comply by 7/30/24. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. The city is requesting to impose fines of $2,750, which continues to accrue. There are 2 extensions noted.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, case number not was as read. Case is not in compliance, but this is a special case. I went by the property yesterday, and she had a heart attack. So, in operation. So the city is requesting for a 63-day extension.
And the fines, all the fines?
Why does it say- fines to be stopped.
It says it's complied.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Oh, what, am I on the wrong one?
Yeah.
Carlos Lang, I move for a 63-day extension and to stop the fines.
Alex Schneider, I'll second.
It says complied.
Where?
Not compliant.
Oh, no, that knot is up there. Sorry about that.
Put your glasses on. All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes.
At this time, we would like all the cases that are listed on page 25 into the record as closed.
Can I get a motion?
Motion to read all the cases on page 25 into the record as closed.
Carlos Lang will second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passes. Minutes?
Yes, a motion to approve the minutes from January 28th, 2025.
Carlos Lang, motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Alex Schneider, second.
All those in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
It's done.
Nobody wants to see
We made money for the city.
the city.
We need a raise. We need a raise.
We need a raise? Oh, okay.
And lunch next time.
Yeah.